good morning. I'm Jacqueline. Welcome to our talk show, Educating Our Future, discussing quality education in South Africa.
Hi everyone and good morning. I am Yamping. Today we have prepared some specials. We will have our lovely guys from the different departments to discuss with us. Please welcome our guys, Alice and Ira.
Hi everyone, my name is Alice. I'm the Minister of Education.
Hi everyone, my name is Ira and I am a volunteer team of African teachers.
Again, welcome to all of you. We have prepared some questions. Yamping, what are the questions?
Yes, Jacqueline, here we go. Alice, what do you think about quality education?
Okay, thank you, Yantin. I think quality education is something that is crucial in every country for everyone, especially youths, because the youths are the backbone of every country, and quality education will actually foster their improvement and to boost the country's economy.
I also think that teachers should be well supported with professional development opportunities to keep pace with evolving teaching methods and educational needs, especially in the country of South Africa.
Oh, so that I believe we and our audience can gain some information from our lovely special guest today. Ira, how do you think South Africa can ensure equitable access to quality education for all students, especially in those rural schools?
Well, Jacqueline, achieving a fair access to excellent education in South Africa, especially in rural areas, require a diversified strategy. First and foremost, I think infrastructure issues such as insufficient educational facilities and a lack of transportation needs to be addressed. So this can be tackled through the government initiative, which focus on building and renovating school, as well as providing a transportation service for students who live far from the educational institutions.
Wow, quite interesting, Ira. By addressing those challenges, we can ensure that rural students have equal access to the educational resource they diverse.
Alice, what do you think about it? Is the government ready to prepare a curriculum for South Africa students with those skills?
So, thank you, Jackie. As the Education Minister, I feel that our government is ready. And the government is aware of the importance of preparing students with the right skills for the future. While they are taking steps towards creating a curriculum that address these needs, it's important to ensure that they have enough resources, like what Ira mentioned, enough funding and expertise, and also involving teachers, industry experts, others in the process as well. And we are also strive to overcome challenges like the bureaucracy and social economic disparities. And it will also be a key in making sure that our curriculum is effective.
Ira, how can teacher well-being be prioritized to create a more positive and supportive learning environment to South Africa?
Okay, as we know that the teacher's well-being is important for creating a conducive learning experience. So teachers often face many difficulties in rural area where resources can be limited. So these difficulties can include heavy workloads and restricted access to opportunities for professional development. So by putting in place support network like mentorship program, mental health service, and reasonable salary, we can make sure that the teachers feel more appreciated and supported in their work. This is what it means by prioritize the teachers' well-being.
Well, it's definitely, Ira. The well-being of teachers is essential to student success, and the challenges faced in rural areas are very obvious. So, in order to create a more successful learning environment for all, we have to support networks and competitive compensations are important.
I believe that the fundings and resource are also important to South Africa. At least, how can the government ensure adequate funding is allocated to the public educations to meet all the needs?
So Thanks, Yantin. To ensure enough money goes to public education, we as the government, we can make education a big priority in the national budget. So we want to be clear or transparent about where the money goes. So making sure it goes to schools that need it most. And as you guys said, in rural areas and or those need upgrades. We will also need to manage our money well so that none is wasted and it goes to where it is the most useful. Also, we are also working with more private groups or non-governmental charities to get extra help, checking regularly to see that if the money is being used right and adjusting our plan if needed to is very important. And also talking about why education matters can also help to get more support for funding. Planning for the long term is our way to keep the education fund well and to meet the needs of the students and the teachers in South Africa.
Thank you, Alice. Oh, beside that, Ira worked as a volunteer teacher. Do you think the government has provided full financial support to those schools?
Well, Jacqueline, although the government does its best to give a school financial help, volunteers teachers like myself frequently just fill in the gaps. So although there are still resource limitation in many rural schools, we can try to close this gap and guarantee that every student has access to high quality education by working together with government, NGOs, and also other volunteers.
Oh, thank you, Ira. So, Alice, does the government have difficulty distributing or running the plans to overcome the issues to all the school?
So thanks, Yanping. As the education minister myself, I understand that the challenges in distributing and executing plans to overcome the issue in all the schools in South Africa. Yes, it can be tough. Different schools have different needs, and sometimes getting the right support to each one can be a bit tricky. And we are working hard to make sure that the plans that we make are flexible enough to fit each school's situation. We are also improving how we communicate with schools and also listening to their feedback to make sure that our plan works well for them. So it is a very big responsibility, but we are committed to making sure that every school gets the help that they need to provide great education for all students.
Thank you, Alice. Ira, can you share your experience teaching in rural school? Do you have any difficulty?
Well, I would like to say that it has been both amazing and challenging experience to teach in this rural school. So the absence of infrastructure and resource, however, is one of the biggest problems that I have faced. So basic amenities, including electricity, water, and appropriate classroom supplies are lacking in many rural schools. And a major obstacle that I face is the limited access to technology and learning materials. But despite these difficulties, I've been motivated by the kids' determination and their will to study. So their excitement inspired me to come with innovative way to overcome this resource limitation and guarantees that they get the education that they deserve.
Oh, thank you, Ira. So, Alice, do the governments provide a plans to overcome those issues that face in every school those past few years?
Yes, as the education minister, we actually have a distinct set of strategy that we have planned out. We have been working on plans to overcome the issues faced by schools over the past few years. And we have looked at things such as improving school facilities, such as the labs, classroom projector, interactive tools, and making sure that our teachers have the support that they need, and also updating the curriculum according to the needs to better prepare students for the future. So actually, these plans is not one size fits all. They are tailored to address specific needs of each school. So we are committed to listening to feedbacks from school and communities to ensure that our plans are effective and make a positive difference in every classroom setting.
Thank you, Alice. Ira, what success story and a best practice can we share and implement across South Africa education system?
Well, one of the success story that comes out to my mind is the execution of project built upon community-based learning. So in certain rural communities, locals has come together to help their school by arranging extracurricular events and working as a teacher's helper and contributing to additional resources. So this collaborative approach has not only improved the student performance, but also fostered a sense of pride in their community schools.
Wow, such an amazing talk show. So it's time to work out our talk show season.
Thanks again to our lovely guests for joining us today. Everyone has learned a lot about quality education in South Africa today.
Thank you and have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.